Good day, students. I am Dr. Godwin Al-Hassan of the Department of Crop and Soil Sciences, at National Open University of Nigeria, Kaduna campus. Our topic this afternoon is titled Soil Microorganisms, what we refer to as soil biota or soil life. These are microorganisms. Some of them are too small that your eyes could not see, and some are large enough that for your eyes to see. They act or they have very important roles they play in the soil, in the maintenance of soil fertility. They are involved in soil structure, in soil texture, soil aeration, soil drainage. All these activities of soil microorganisms will be explored as we discuss through these slides. I am once again your facilitator, Dr. Al Hassan. Feel free to ask questions as we go along through these slides. God bless you. As I earlier told you, our topic today is on soil organisms. And we are going to handle bacteria, fungi, actomycetes, and algae. These are important soil microorganisms that help a lot in the availability of soil nutrients to our plants. By way of introduction, all the organisms living within the soil are collectively termed as soil life or soil biota. A soil organism is an organism inhabiting the soil during or part of its life. Soil organisms range in size from microscopic cells that digest decaying organic material to small mammals that live primarily on other soil organisms. They play an important role in maintaining fertility, structure, drainage, and aeration of soil. They also break down plant and animal tissues, releasing stored nutrients and converting them into forms usable by plants. Classification of soil microorganisms. Soil microorganisms can be classified based on physiology or nutrition, mode of respiration, and origin. Based on a nutritional classification, microorganisms need food as sources of energy to enable them carry out their activities for growth and multiplication. Microorganisms differ in their nutrition requirements. Some organisms can use the same source of food as carbon and energy. Others require different sources. On this basis, microorganisms are divided into the following: autotrophs or lithotrophs. These are organisms that can use carbon dioxide as the sole source of carbon. Based on the source of energy, they are further classified as follows: photoautotrophs and photolithotrophs. These are organisms deriving their energy from sun through the process of photosynthesis. Such organisms contain a pigment known as chlorophyll, which enable them convert carbon dioxide to carbohydrate in the presence of sunlight or sun energy. For instance, algae. This is a pictorial presentation of what we consider as soil microorganisms. There are some of them that most of them you cannot see with your naked eye unless you use the microscope, as you are seeing within the slides. And because of the activities of these numerous soil microorganisms that are very active, the plant that is growing there is growing very luxuriantly and pleasing to see. Classification of soil microorganisms continues. The chemoautotrophs and chemolithotrophs. These are organisms which derive their energy from carrying out biochemical oxidations. These organisms release energy from the reactions, for instance, oxidation reactions of ammonia into nitrite or nitrate. Classification continues. Heterotrophs. These are organisms that contain organic compounds as their carbon and energy source. They derive both carbon and energy from the same source. Most of the microorganisms belong to this class. In addition to carbon, other nutrients like nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, sodium, magnesium, calcium, iron, etc., which they need are obtained from the organic matter contained in the soil. Classification based on respiration. Based on the mode of respiration, soil microorganisms can be classified as aerobes, anaerobes, and facultative anaerobes. Anaerobes, these organisms require free oxygen for their respiration. They cannot survive in the absence of oxygen. Most bacteria, all fungi, and actomycetes fall into this class. Classification continues. Anaerobes. These organisms can grow optimally only in the absence of molecular oxygen. This group incorporates many bacteria, for instance, Clostridium. Facultative anaerobes. These organisms can survive either in the presence or absence of oxygen. They can survive by extracting the required oxygen from an oxygen-rich compound, such as nitrates or sulfates. The compounds are reduced, thus changing their availability to plants. These are pictures of actomycetes and algae. As you can see, they are microscopic. You cannot see them. These are a large version of the microorganisms in the soil. Classification based on origin of microorganisms. Based on their origin, bacteria are classified as follows. Autochondrous, or indigenous microorganisms. These are the original residents in the soil. Their numbers are constant. They do not usually respond to additions of organic matter, and they grow very slowly. Allodotronos, or xenogens, or invaders. They are equally called invaders. These microorganisms develop under the influence of specific soil treatment, such as addition of organic matter, fertilization, or aeration. They do not contribute significantly to soil processes. Classification continues again. Transient microorganisms. These microorganisms are introduced into the soil intentionally. For instance, Rhizobium species, mycorrhizal fungi, or unintentionally easy through disease plants. They die rapidly and may survive in the soil for a period of time in the presence of the host or the animal. Let's look at one of the microorganisms in the soil, bacteria, very important microorganism. Bacteria are microscopic and play important role in maintaining fertility, structure, drainage, and aeration of soil. They also break down plant and animal tissues, releasing stored nutrients and converting them into forms usable by plants. This and so in this video, we are going to look at the activities of the bacteria. Importance of bacteria. Bacteria are very important in the general decomposition of organic matter in the soil. They carry out specific functions that are important in nutrient cycling, such as nitrification. A group of bacteria are important in nitrogen fixation, conversion of atmospheric nitrogen to plant available form, to the form that are available for plants. Some soil bacteria cause diseases to plants and animals. Growth conditions of bacteria. Bacteria can survive under diverse environmental conditions. Optimum pH condition for bacterial growth is slightly acidic to neutral. However, some groups survive under highly acidic conditions, and they are termed acidophilic bacteria. The optimal temperature range for most bacteria is 25 to 35 degrees centigrade, and these are termed mesophiles. However, some are able to tolerate extreme temperatures, and these are called cytophiles. That is 0 to 20 degrees centigrade. And the thermophiles are those that can survive under high temperatures between 40 to 65 degrees centigrade. Fungi, actomycetes, and algae. Fungi, actomycetes, and algae are microscopic, and they play important roles in maintaining soil fertility, structure, drainage, and aeration, similar to the functions played by bacteria. They also break down plant and animal tissues, releasing stored nutrients and converting them into forms usable by plants. Fungi. Fungi have well-developed organelles, including nuclei, mitochondria. They are more developed than bacteria. The most important characteristics of fungi is the possession of filamentous body consisting of strands of hyphae. Importance of fungi. Fungi are important in decomposition of organic residues in soil. They are especially important in decomposing woody materials which many bacteria cannot decompose or handle. They are important in processes leading to humus formation, and they play important roles in the formation of stable aggregates in the soil. Some soil fungi cause plant and animal diseases. Some fungi form symbiotic association with roots of higher plants. Actomyces. Actomyces structurally, these organisms lie between bacteria and fungi. They bear similarity to bacteria in terms of cell size and structural characteristics. They are filamentous organisms like fungi, and they are next in terms of population after bacteria, and they are sensitive to acidic condition. The optimum pH of their survival range from 6 to 7.5. Importance of actomyces. They are important in decomposition of organic matter, especially cellulose, chitin, and phospholipids. Some actomyces produce antibiotics, e.g. stromocytes. Some actomyces cause plant diseases, for example, potato scab disease. They are caused by actomyces. Algae. These are subdivided into two groups. The green algae, they are the true algae, and the blue-green algae, the cyanobacteria. Morphologically, the true algae have a nucleus, cell wall, composed mainly of cellulose and chloroplasts distributed within the various organelles. Importance of algae. Some algae are capable of nitrogen fixation. They form symbiotic associations with fungi, that's lichens and freshwater fern, azolla. They are important in early stages of pedogenesis, while azollas are important in fertility management in rice produce. This is the end of our topic 6, soil microorganisms, that we handled bacteria, fungi, Algeria, and actomyces. Thank you for listening. See you next week, same time. I am yours sincerely, Godwin A. Alhassan.